What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? So I'm gonna give you a few tips when it comes to arms, okay? So biceps and triceps. Obviously, I don't have the biggest arms, but this is what's helped me create my arms. So a lot of people do back and bis, chest and tris. I've never liked that split. I just never did. Sometimes I'll do chest and biceps, but I'll never do like back and triceps. Every time I do back and triceps, I end up not doing triceps because your back is such a big muscle that I just don't, I'm exhausted. By the time I'm done doing back, I'm exhausted to do triceps. But anyways, when it comes to tricep, the skull crushers, I never used to do skull crushers because they would hurt my elbow. And I'm like, motherfucker, if I'm gonna be doing this for the next 20, 30 years, my elbows are gonna be fucking shot. And the reason people's elbows, my elbows were hurting was because I would bring it to my forehead. And that's how we were taught to do skull crushers. Until I realized, I'm like, no, when we stop here, we stop elongating that tricep. When we go way more back, and I'll show you, when we go way more back, look at that tricep. Tricep goes up to here. You understand, the tricep goes all the way up to here. Here's your shoulder, here's your tricep. So when we're doing skull crushers, we wanna go behind the head and then come back up and twist out. The tricep isn't just this, it's a twisting motion. So let me show you how to actually do skull crushers. From here, I usually hang my head a little bit off, not completely. And I'll grab a close grip like this. And with my thumbs like this, suicide grip. I'm used to it. If you're not used to it, protect yourself. So come here, all the way back, come up. And then twist out. Make sure, don't keep it here, twist out. Watch me twist my elbow so you can see the tricep. Boom. And you notice, I take it nice and slow. My feet are here. It doesn't really matter. You can put your feet here, or you can put your feet here. It doesn't really matter. I like this one because it engages my core. But every rep is smooth. Every rep needs to be smooth. And I finish there. And again, I get a nice little pump. You see that? Like they're pumped. So, a very important part when it comes to the tricep is the twisting motion. I got this from a guy, I forgot his fucking name, but they were asking Ronnie Coleman. They were like, yo, who is a bodybuilder that just blew you out of the water, like shocked you? And he named this one guy, I forgot his fucking name. Massive arms. He's like, bro, I can't believe he never won Miss Olympia. Massive arms. And so there was a video of him doing skull crushers. So when you would come up, he would exaggerate and do this. Where most people, when they do skull crushers, they just go like this. That man went up, turned. The minute he turned, think about when we do a side tricep, it's a big turn. We're not just doing this. We turn the elbow. So if we're turning the elbow when we're doing a pose, we must turn the elbow when we're doing the exercise. Boom. Just grab your arm, turn and squeeze. And you'll notice, and it's not about, you're not locking out. This is me locking out without squeezing. I squeeze my tricep. Now, as far as dumbbells, biceps, I did dumbbell, curls, dumbbell curls, but I like to do concentration curls, which are really good too. Let me show you real quick. If you make fun of my calves, I'll kill you. I'm kidding, I'm working on them. I'm working on them. I'm actually doing calves too. So, we'll grab a 35. So I usually come here and do concentration. So when I do concentration, right? So my elbow will be right here, hand right here. Dumbbell like this. And I'll just come here, boom. 2, 3, 4. Same thing. Grab here, elbow here. I really try to, as much, to keep it like this, not here, like this. Now, when it comes to right arm dominant and left arm dominant, let me raise you up. So let me talk to you about dominance, because I know maybe one of your arms is stronger than the other arm, right? Which is normal. So if your right arm is more dominant than your left arm, my friend, I'm gonna give you a piece of advice that I recommend. So if your right arm is more dominant than your left arm, which is mine, so you look at my left arm, look at my right arm. I have a little bit more here than here. What I'll end up doing is I'll end up doing more reps on this one and less on this one. So you have to understand the balances. When you're balancing your arms out, if you're right-handed, your left hand's most likely lacking. So if you have sets of 10, do 8 on this one and do 10 on this one. It's about symmetry. If you two are doing the same amount of reps, this one will always be ahead, right? So this one needs to catch up. It's like any lacking body part. If you have a part of your body that's bigger than the other side, reduce the amount of reps and keep this one the same. So I'll focus on grabbing this like this, okay? And a big mistake a lot of people make when they're curling, give me 1 second. A big mistake that a lot of people make that I want you to fix is when you're doing dumbbell curls, if your form is like this, you're doing it wrong. Bring your form up. So when I do my bicep curls, I make sure my form is here. When I curl, bring that arm like this. Don't keep it like this. You disengage the form. Bring this in, engage the form. You see how much more I engage the form? So whenever you're doing a bicep curl, you're here, come down, up. Don't just come in here and then curl that wrist. Curl that wrist. When you're doing the bicep, boom. And a lot of people, there is no right or wrong, but my biggest tip, and I've learned this from watching Arnold. I'm a big visual learner. If you're a visual learner, if you watch people and you can learn that way, then you'll understand me. So a lot of people come here, which is not bad. This is a drag curl. Then I'll see Arnold going like this. When you put the dumbbell out here, there's a lot more pressure on the form and on the bicep as opposed to here. Here, form, bicep, not so much. Here, form and bicep. So I would come here like this, keeping, not like this to engage that form, okay? And I normally do bicep, tricep. I want a massive pump in my arms. If I'm trying to grow my arms, if you're trying to grow your arms, hook them up. Do biceps and triceps on the same day and go from a tricep push down to a bicep curl, from a tricep dip, from dips to barbell curls, okay? So arms is volume. It's not just, 8 reps. Like you can, don't get me wrong, but you have to murder them. You have to murder your biceps, like, all right? Murder, no, I don't want to say murder your triceps. Triceps is a little different because tricep, you need this contraction. So with bigger arms, murder them, all right? Just pound them away. So hopefully this helped you out. Much love. And if you want to see anything else, comment down below.